trade, but hopefully, unlike yesterday, this morning, I had no idea. Actually, the card that we pulled, I brought it with me so I can kind of briefly touch over what was a half an hour video. I'm going to try and condense into 10 minutes, but that was the whole point. I suppose we would keep these short. One of the things I want to say first, though, is I've popped up in the members area and again on our Patreon, but you don't need to be a Patreon member. You do to access the stuff, but you don't need to be a paying Patreon member to access the stuff. And also on this channel, there is a 30-day challenge for Qigong for Ascension that I did a couple of years ago, and I'm starting to repost those. And next week we'll be doing like a fresh start new one as well. So I will just continue on with that list, but you can start from dot. So that eventually there'll be 60 videos. You can go through one, then reboot and start again and use them whenever you need them. I just feel like having a shorter go-to with how fast-paced the energy is this month is important. I think the longest is 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes, and that might be the first couple of those videos, and they're worth just connecting to just kind of ground and get some movement, shifting of energy. Anyway, I'm going to place you down here like I did yesterday, but unfortunately, so don't worry if you can't see me. So this is the card that we pulled this morning. And I was busily talking about live for half an hour and not realising that the mic had turned itself off because the battery needed recharging. And that apparently the same thing had happened yesterday when I did one in the car. So I will try and post our daily videos back now, which is the morning, I think, for the US. However, let's get started. So this was the Red Goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. And I had to laugh at the fact that there was no sound. Really and truthfully, that in itself made me laugh. I also pulled and didn't do the reading part on this card, which is Our Lady of Galupa, the Empress of Protection. So, I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. This one fell out. This one needed to be said. Playfulness is spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. And I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. So I will tomorrow go more in depth, because this felt like where it fell out, this is a bit longer, as this comes in that sense of protection. But what I'm getting from both of these cards is change and transformation. In order to manifest, you need to be in a lighter frame. So if there is big changes happening and you're wanting things to manifest really quickly, you go into what my meaning is, and I'll do a separate one with what the book says more, so if we have time. So, and I know my members, you've got this one. So one of the things that I was picking up and talking about with regards to Lalita, although pronunciation of her multiple names, she is, as they say, the Red Goddess, Hindu goddess, and she's about desire. So for me, this had come up as this is desire for manifestation, desire with transformation, the desire to, with the full moon manifestations coming to fruition, if you like, to get things done, for things to be already in that state of being where you don't need to kind of think about things. It's just coming naturally, it's in flow. And why I think this is really important at the moment, this playfulness, this spiritual power of laughter. Laughter is one of the quickest ways to raise your vibration and your frequency. It leads us back to light. It is lighter. And I think I'm hearing in my mind, remembering back to Matthias de Stefano speaking about something and saying that there are beings in this cosmos that our laughter, our frequency can literally wipe them out. was like, really? So joy and fun and was it Brendan Bouchard always says, how can I bring the joy? Ask yourself this every morning with what you've got to do with your tasks. And what I was touching on when I was going through it the first time when the video didn't record was how can we bring in those little desires and the feeling and I think it even says in the book about like when the sun is hitting your face and you're feeling the warmth on your skin, or the rain, if you like, that gentle, soft feeling. When I was in college back in the day, one of my university course was in constructed textiles, and a friend of mine, Stephen, we used to have this thing that we would say touchy-feely, and obviously working with fabrics, you had to, the quality of your drawing would dictate the type of fabric you were making. So if it was like soft pastel painting, you'd want maybe this soft silky fabrics to give that quality that you were through with the creative for what you were constructing or what you were trying to express. Oh, that rich sensual colours and deep colours, maybe velvets and heavy weighted fabrics. Now that personified it, what brings the joy, the little luxuries, the feel of like putting a lovely cream on, running yourself a bubble bath, like I say, with the sun on your face, those little joys that may be this sort of the inner smile, bringing an inch. One of the masters says in a smile, meaning start your internal love engine. It's linking to that internal heart energy. And literally, all you do for inner smile is put your hand on your lower dantian,